Okay, like we live. I'll give it a couple of minutes. Let's see here. Okay, we live. This is Mike Sneed coming to you again from Appliance Boot Camp. Here at the new studio, I'm trying something a little different now. Trying to come to you all with uh, from the new software we have. I gotta stop looking at the video because I look like there's a little delay going on. But what I want to come talk to you about is how, as a small business owner, especially if you're going to be a one man show, how you're going to be able to actually save anywhere between 2 to more hours per day um, with this little method that I use to actually save or save work hours. It's throwing me off a little bit. I'm looking at the video. It's like a slight delay going on here. Uh, See, is the way I can fix that up before I get going. It doesn't look like it is. But like we have to deal with a slight delay. Well, anyway, what I want to do, I want to show you how I actually was been able to save 2 or more hours per day as within my business. When I first got started with my business, I used to have to make all the phone calls every day. Every day, as I got new work orders, as they start to come in, and as some of you start to run your businesses, you're going to get work orders. The third party warranty companies, people emailing you, property managers. Every day, people going to be emailing you a bunch of work orders with tenants' information, with customers' information, where you have to actually call them on the phone and actually set up a schedule time for them. Well, just think, a lot of times I will get 20, maybe 30 new contacts every morning that I have to call people, and throughout the day, home warranty companies and property management companies, they will send you contact information where you need to contact people to actually get them scheduled. Now, if you got to make 20 to 30 phone calls every day and periodically throughout the day, because sometimes when you start calling people, my time would be about 8 o'clock. I would start trying to call people to contact them. Some people wouldn't be up. Some people had already headed off to work. Some people had went to drop their kids off. And what happened is that it would take me uh, 2 to 3 and sometimes even 5 minutes per call once I reach somebody where they would actually not they picked up the phone, they would want to talk. So for about I'll call somebody, they'll take 3 minutes out of my day of just talking. And what happened with that, that actually started to weigh down on me because you got to do 20, 30 calls. Just think, if everybody want to talk 2, 3 minutes per call, it's not long before you got an hour, 2 hours tied up into that one phone call, and you got 20 more you got to make. Well, what I found out I could do is this program that we have that's called let's see, it's called Call 'em All. I'm gonna see if like I say, I'm trying something new with this new software. I'm gonna see if I can actually share my screen with this. Let's see here. Give me a second, and I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna see if I can open up this screen to actually share it. And like I say, this right here is something I'm just starting. So bear with me a little bit if I try as we try to figure this thing out. See if I can share my screen. I know I could do it in the meeting area. I'm gonna see if I can share it here. And like I say, this is how it works when we're trying to figure this stuff out. I'm gonna go here. Okay, here we go. All right, that's better. That's better. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna actually share my screen with you all. You all. Uh, don't want to share that screen. You all. We're going to stop sharing that one. That's not the one I want to share. I want to share another screen with you. Share, share another screen with you. Share, and like I said, this right here is a test mode where I'm actually just testing it out. And if this doesn't work, well, I'll go back and do a new video on it. But we're gonna figure this out together. Okay. All right. Here it goes. This right here is uh, a a program called Call 'em All. And what you do with Call 'em All, it actually allows you to upload an Excel spreadsheet. And in that Excel spreadsheet, it'll have you all, you can put all the customers' phone numbers, like right here. I'm gonna go real quick so you won't see everything. But you can see all the customers' phone numbers and stuff that you need to call. So what I could do here, I could load up all my customers' information into this one spreadsheet, and I could allow this feature right here, this little program called Call 'em All. They will make all 20 or 30 of my phone calls in less than a couple of seconds. They'll go out and they'll do a phone call, and what they would do, they would play this message right here.
Hi, this is Sneed Electrical and Appliance Service calling to inform you that we have received your request for service. If you would, go to www.callsneed.com and schedule an appointment time. If you don't have access to the internet, call 919-550-2796 between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, to schedule an appointment. Thank you for your support.
Okay, so that's the message they would play. And once they done that, they played that message, it will actually give you, you see right here, they will actually give you a printout of how many live people they talked to, how many voicemails they left, and they will also tell you how many busy signals they got. And this right here is very important because what happened a lot of times with the third party warranty companies, a lot of times you have to contact the customers within 4 hours of them sending you an actual work order. And sometimes you would call people and you would do it within your 4 hour time frame. And sometimes people would say, "Hey, you didn't call." They call the third party warranty company and say you didn't call. And they what will call the third party warranty company. You have to have a way to verify that you called. And with this, I could go back and pull this up, and you get an email once it's completed. This system will email you the actual breakdown of what you see right here, how many live people they talked to, how many voicemails they left, and they give you the actual numbers. So then we could actually go back and dispute that and say, hey, we called within our time frame. So the other thing is you listen to that voicemail, what it actually told the people, it told my customers to actually go to my website. So now what happens, they'll actually come right here to our website. And give it time to get there. Like my computer doesn't want to wake up this morning. But what would happen? The actual customers, they would go directly to our website, and instead of them actually calling us on the telephone to actually schedule, they will come here to my website. And on my website, you see right here, they can hit schedule service. They hit schedule service, and depending on what they had, if they had an appliance that needed to be delivered and set up, they could hit here to make an appointment. Or if they had an appliance that needed repairs, they hit here, make an appointment, and depend on where they live at. These are our service areas. So we're gonna say in Johnston County, where I currently live in Clayton, North Carolina. They would click here, depending on where they live. They click check availability, and then here they can choose the exact time and days of when they want us to come out. So right now, our first available is going to be Wednesday at 3 o'clock. They got Thursday at 11, 1, 2, 3, Friday at 2 and 3. So what happened now, if they came here and they clicked on this time frame, they could just fill in their name and their address, and we'll just do this just um, just to fool it a little bit, and I'll show you what all that it does. Here, we're capturing all the information. And what we would do here, we'll ask them what problem they're experiencing. We can get the make and model of the actual appliance. This right here is what I always want to collect. This right here is where I can actually ask them how did they hear about us, because wherever they came to us from, especially if I'm running a marketing campaign, I want to know that it is actually working. Right here, if they have a home warranty, they'll put their claim number. And right here is the promo codes. You might have heard me tell you in the past, a lot of times, if I'm getting people that work at the home improvement stores to actually send me money, right here in this promo code, they will give their actual Cash App ID. They put their Cash App ID. Those people who are sending me those service calls, I will actually then send them their money through Cash App right there. But that's what I do. I started collecting this information, and it eliminated me actually having to have a secretary. After implementing this, like I say, it used to take me 2 to 3 hours every day just to call everybody. I'm gonna stop sharing this. It used to take me 2 to 3 hours every day just to call everybody, and once I implemented this, it no longer had that problem. Once we implemented this, my hands were free because everybody then just started going online and actually scheduling their own time. And to the point now where my customer base, they know that that's available. They actually now they don't even call. They just go online and actually schedule. And when they are actually telling people, their family and friends, they're actually doing it from their cell phone. They say, "Hey, let's see what he got," and they'll schedule it for me. So I don't even have to get phone calls anymore. To the point where I don't even have to have a secretary anymore to even answer the phone or to actually schedule appointments. And same thing, I have on that call them all. If I got parts that special order parts that actually come to me, most of the time I have the part. Well, 90% of the time I ship the parts directly to the customer, and I have the customer once they receive their parts to go back online and reschedule. But if I have some special order parts that have actually come to me, I'll put it up in call them all, and call them all actually call the customer and tell them that we have their parts available, and for them to go back online and to reschedule. And so that's how I was able to eliminate 2 to 3 hours out of my workday. And if you're going to be a one man service shop, this right here is stuff that you have to implement and use technology, or else you're going to be spending too much time doing this administrative work if you don't have somebody to do it for you. And like I say, because I have that automatic appointment scheduler, at the beginning of every day, I can just download the different routes to my different technicians, and I just put them into their Dropbox. They have a little Dropbox that we use to drop files back and forth, and I just drop it into their Dropbox, and they go run their routes. So every morning about 5:30, I drop everybody work orders in, and they're off running their service calls, and I'll come back to you all later with another video showing you how we transfer our files through Dropbox, and also I'll show you how we actually communicate with the work orders. We're totally paperless. We don't have any paper in our company. Everything is done electronically, and that way, everything that they need to have is right there on their cell phones. And that way, it doesn't require me to have to see technicians at all. Sometimes I can go maybe 6 months without seeing a technician or seeing a subcontractor, and and work is getting done, and I could be anywhere in the world and actually have this stuff works. So I'm gonna see now if I can get back over to YouTube, uh, and see how things are looking there, and see what we got going on far as the comment section. So once again, like I say, I'm working on this as I speak. So it's whatchamacall. It might be it might be a little crazy, but we're gonna work through it. And this some of the stuff I'm gonna start doing coming forward, where I'm gonna actually start doing more teaching of being able to show y'all how my business actually work. Like I say, we're gonna have it where we can actually start doing some call in. But right now, I gotta play around with the software a little bit and get the software where I actually can operate it pretty good. Okay, so here we go here. We got Andre Pierre first. There you go. Yeah, you definitely be a spot in the next boot camp. All right, are you packed? Yeah. Good morning, Mike from Ann in LBC. Hey, how you doing, Ann? Maria Goodson. How you doing? Morning, Mike. All right. That's Mario Goodson. Sorry, Kevin Bryant. What's up, Mike? Checking in from Atlanta. Hey, how you doing? All right. Uh, Wild Wind 454. Can I go to the earlier class? Unfortunately, we're just totally booked up. We don't have any more room. We don't have any more room. All right. All right. There we go. Hey, how you doing, D Brown? All right. Thanks, Mario. Yeah, happy Labor Day, everybody. Happy Labor Day. Yeah, Wild Williams. I wish we would have room for you to get moved up into the October class, but right now everybody is totally booked. And even some of the guys that actually came to the classes before, some of the alumni, a lot of them are coming back, and we actually had to move a couple of them. Just ask them, hey, we overcrowded. Do you mind coming to another one, not that one? So some of the alumni even have decided to actually move around a couple of classes just to get room for people to get in. All right. Gerard from Atlanta checking in. See you in October, ABC in November. Okay, that's good. All right, there you go. Yes, BK, they do have a app where you can actually monitor it with your smartphone. So yeah, you can do everything right there with your smartphone. But like I say, I do mine twice. I do mine 3 times a day. I do one. I set off to go off at 9 a.m. and then I do another one around 12 o'clock. Then I do another one around 5, 6 o'clock, and that way I'm able to capture all those home third party warranty companies that require you to make phone calls within 4 hours. So at each time I'm actually adding in the new ones, and the people who actually go schedule, I actually remove them from the call list. So yeah, it works. It works really good. No, I don't think the hurricane's going to affect this weekend's class. It should be over and gone by the time that comes around. So yeah, I'm looking at the hurricane to probably we're a lot more inland, so we'll get a little bit of rain and stuff. Might be some delayed flights, maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, but by the time Friday come, we should be straight. Kevin Bryant, would you suggest building your website at the same time you set up your LLC? Is building a site like yours affordable? Yeah, my site is. I think it's very affordable. The people I use to build my websites, they're called Parker Tech. They actually have an office right down the street from where my actual classroom is at. So I use them, and they do all my SEO work. I think for that website cost me maybe. maybe $800 for them to do that, for them to do my website. Yeah, I suggest you having a actual website there, to actually start getting your SEO out there. Actually have places for people to actually go view your information and stuff. Veracity Cash, will you show us about getting a website set up? I don't necessarily build websites and stuff anymore. Like I said, I use another company called Parkitect, and the reason for that because all of the Google Analytics and all that stuff and SEO, it changes constantly. Back in the days, I used to do my own website, but now with all these with all the SEO work that has to be done, and you have to be on top of that. That's a full time job just keeping up with your SEO. So I'd much rather now just pass that off to somebody who's going to constantly be doing that 24/7. That's all they do is websites. So they constantly monitor my website. They keep my SEO up. They any changes and stuff that comes, they actually automatically updates. And I just pay them a fee. I think it's like maybe $49 every 2 months that I pay them to actually they actually host my website and they actually keep all the updates up. So that's what I pay them to do. So I suggest that you find somebody that can actually do it for you. And like I say, I suggest you getting somebody local. I used to use a company one time that was out in like California, but your website is going to become like your actual storefront. So just like if you used to have brick and mortar stores, nobody now has brick and mortar as much, and everybody's moving online. And once you start to move online, your website is going to become your brick and mortar store. So if your website goes down or something crazy, some virus hits your website, you want to be somewhere. You want to have somebody local that you can actually walk into their office and knock on their door and say, "Hey, I need my store back up." Because if your store, like now, if my website goes down, I'm done. I can't do anything because everything is dependent upon my website. So I needed to go be able to talk to somebody. When I had people in California doing it, if my website was down, they you know most of them now they want you to communicate through the internet. And if my website down, it's a major thing. I'm losing a lot of money, and I need to go talk to somebody and get it up. I don't need to send an email and then have to wait an hour for somebody to respond. I need to be able to walk to that person's office, knock on the door, and they get it up and going. And recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, I did get somebody sent a virus to my website, and all I had to do was just call them, and they local in less than 15 minutes. They had it eliminated and they had me back up and running. So that's why I say get somebody local. And also when I'm going there and like when they doing my appliance boot camp also, if I go there and talk to them, it's easier for me to sit there and talk to them and because I'm more visual. I have to draw out kind of what I'm looking for. So I can sit there and kind of draw out what I want to do with the website and they're able to actually implement it. Okay. All right. Joseph Daniels, great rise Mike. Besides the live experience and the hands-on, is everything else you teach included in the online course? Yeah, and like I say, the online course is going to get better. Like I said, I'm figuring it out. Some of this stuff that's going on with this new software we got. I'm going to actually start doing webinars and actually start teaching more. We're going to actually start having where we're going to have these conference calls for everybody that's even online and everybody who's actually came through the live course. We're going to have scheduled webinars uh, once or twice a week where everybody call in and for an hour or two, I'll go over and answer any questions and stuff that you have. And we're also going to start putting together some actual, if people want to, put together some type of peer groups where we can actually start the section people off and actually have them start working together and actually they can actually then keep giving each other support and stuff. So I don't have to necessarily be the main person of contact. That you all can actually work some things out amongst each other, and also to have a group working together, kind of like what JT done a video on not too long ago. If you want to go somewhere fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with a group, and that's what we'll do because we want to move further along in this appliance repair business. So we got to actually start building that network and have people actually riding along beside you and keeping each other encouraged and accountable. So that's all I wanted to do today is come out here, just test out this new software, see if it does work. It seemed like it's working a little bit. I still trying to figure out how everything is going along with it. Um, Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let's see. I got to figure out how I can swap back and forth on this. But once again, I want to thank everybody from tuning in to the to this to the appliance boot camp. And let me see how I got there last time. Uh, Bear with me because, like I said, I'm trying to figure this thing out. There we go. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the appliance boot camp. Let me see if I can switch back and forth like that. No, I can't. Okay. Like I say, I'm learning it as we go. So I'm just playing around a little bit, seeing how this thing works. Yeah, it works. It works. It works good. It works good. All right. So this right here is going to be interesting. Going forward, like I say, I'm going to be bringing in more things where I can actually start to teach, and the modules will get a lot better. The online courses is going to get a lot better. And I want to thank everybody again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you all later.